Hi there, Mind Your Matter Healing, and this is today's daily energy weather. Enjoying a cup of coffee to start my Friday. So happy Friday, everybody, on today, the 24th of March, 2023. Today's the day of beguiling simplicity. We are influenced by the number 7 today. So we are in the last of the physical plane numbers today. We are waking up, exploring the physical. But we're also influenced today by the Queen of Clubs from the Cards of Life. So the Queen, she comes down to a 3, but a higher level 3. So it's a mental plane number. And clubs is all about the mind and how we express our thoughts. So as much as we are in the physical plane today, the influence is through the mind. So what do you think of your physicality? With our numbers, firstly, with our number 7, if you have woken up struggling today, disempowered, you may be feeling reckless. You may be wallowing in some endings and tragedies that have happened in your life. You might face some physical challenges today. You might be trying to prove yourself physically to others. Coming from a very fixed mindset today, you could be closed off from support, feeling very stubborn and uncertain, uneasy in the physical, focused on how things happen and very fearful of change on a 7 energy day. Hesitant, we can get a bit arrogant as we make excuses why we are hesitant. And we can very much fall into the life is happening to me kind of energy and impatient for results. The 7 is a very fast moving day. As I say, it's the last on the physical plane. And I always see it like the sickle. The 7 cuts through the crap in the physical. Right, now fine tune your stuff, make some changes, be brave, ready to go for the last bit of our cycle. So the 7 is also known as God's number. So there are a lot of intuitive messages coming through today, and a lot of trust and faith required of us on a 7 energy day. As when we look around the physical, we can feel very unsteady, but we really understand as human beings and deeper spirits that there is more than meets the eye. So we want to trust in the energy and the love of others on a 7 energy day. So that will encourage us to get empowered. And on the empowered side of the 7, we are ready to take action. We are feeling brave and trusting in ourselves. It's a lucky kind of day on a 7 energy day. Because, luck is something we do actually make ourselves. So when we make the changes, voila, aren't we lucky? That's kind of how it happens. But it is a day where we will possibly learn through action. So if we're feeling disempowered, we can, come across some reckless tragedies. If we're coming from it from a different perspective, being that everything happens for a reason, this is when we learn through action rather than get stuck in the tragedy of something that's happened in the physical. So then we get to show others what's possible on a 7 energy day, making changes. If I make change, it encourages others to make change too. A convergence of ideas on a 7 energy day. Clarity through action, nature, diversity, speed. As I say, it's quite a quick day. It might plod along okay till midday, and then all of a sudden it's 10 o'clock at night. So the afternoon moves quite quick. It can be a day to discover things, bring the curiosity into the day, confidence, independence, and the real flip of the script comes on a 7 energy day. As I said, instead of life is happening to me, victim mentality, more like everything happens for a reason. I just may not know what that reason is right here, right now. But having trust and faith that truth will be revealed is what gets you through a 7 energy day. So with that other influence we have on board from the Queen of Clubs, this is where the mind comes to play with that advanced physical today. So the trick with the Queen of Clubs, Queen is 3, so it's about abundance and play and being creative and artistic and nurturing and counseling, those kind of energies, but it's a higher level. So it's not just the people in your direct field. The Queen wants to influence a broader scope. So to have the Queen of Clubs on board today, it really does encourage us to decide mentally to find the wisdom in past experiences. The Queen does not be a victim. The Queen has a higher knowledge. The Queen can see things from a higher level. So she is not the victim of the mind. She's the one who understands completely and expresses that to others, that we do learn through experience. If we don't learn through experience, yes, we will always remain the victim. So that Queen's wisdom is broad today. The realm of clubs with the mind and expression, it's ruled by the element of air. So it's very different. This week is very different to other suits, because we understand that our real driving force comes flowing through us and around us. It's not something that we're born with and we die with. So it's a day to really release any fixed mindset you have. Strength comes with flexibility and flow. Facts are a fact until they're not, and someone proves it as different. So nothing is always, 100% black or white. So allow the element of air to flow through the mind today, and be the Queen. Be a little bit more regal with how you have duty to others around you and how you administer that and influence others. The Queen does bring influence on a day like today, and it can be a very practical day and very decisive in how we apply our knowledge, because the Queen is wise, but she's also intuitive and caring, and she likes to heal others through music or art or counseling. So if you feel called to support others today, make sure you have supported yourself first, and then express your mind freely from a wise position. Because the trick with the Queen of Clubs today, the real challenge or the karma can be jealousy. So watch the fixed mindset and how you express yourself. If you are making a judgment based on jealousy, bring that right back into yourself. Put your eyes back on your own prize and deal with yourself first. Keep your eyes off other people today would be my best advice, I think. So aside from that, the day of beguiling simplicity is a beautiful title on a day that comes with a 7 energy as well, because the 7 really does, I see it like the sickle that gets rid of all the unnecessary junk we carry in our trunk. All of the things that we think we've needed to hang on to or believe in or do for others for the sake of safety. Today is the day to come along, see what doesn't feel right, and cut off anything that does not feel right for your highest good and your purpose in life. Then we come at things from a much simpler aspect, which is very beguiling to others, because they can understand and feel us more, rather than the way that we walk around with all this chaos within us and through us in our mind and our hearts, and all of the past examples of crap that we carry around with us. Once we can get rid of all of that unnecessary stuff, we are beautifully simple and much easier to love and understand each other, because we are coming at each other from authenticity, which is simple and beautiful. When we are not authentic and we are wearing masks or walking around with lies, things get complicated, our energy is chaotic, and people do not know how to read us properly, and we cannot read others properly. A lot of our relationships is intrinsically intuitive, by feeling each other before the mind even comes in to try and interpret things. So the more beautifully simple you can live in truth and faith, the universe is going to reward you with some deep real deep understanding kind of relationships, which are beguilingly simple. We all know complicated relationships, and they are not great fun to be in all the time. So also we are influenced by, from the tarot today, the Lovers card. So love, the real message of the Lovers card and the tarot is that love unites all of humanity through the integration of our masculine and feminine polarities. So that is when we are willing to understand we do have black and white, we have masculine and feminine, we have right and wrong. And when we integrate all of them together evenly, again, chaos is organized, and then we can love from there. So the real dichotomy on the Lovers card is affection on a high moral plane, that's one extreme, versus these unfulfilled desires and indecisiveness on the other polar extreme. So when we do balance that masculine and feminine within us, we do come to an even point where we can actually love all parts of ourselves, not judge ourselves as too hard or too soft. We've got to love it all. So the meditation for today is the greatest gift one can give to another is to reveal oneself, and how true that is. The gift of authenticity will go on forever and create very deep, long-lasting, strong, beautiful relationships. The advice for today from the Book of Life is keep your life balanced and beware of attracting trouble. Handle small matters with care and patience. There are, in fact, details that do merit your concern. So yes, do look at some things in the physical today. Do not be reckless and ignore warning signs. Little things. There are some details that we can really fine-tune and deal with today. The small matters, what do we say? You know, we always aim for the big things in life, but it's the small things that can bring us undone or bring us great joy. So have a good look at the little things that we are fussing around with today, perhaps. Be balanced and don't attract the trouble. There's enough out there. And as say, chaos will be rewarded with more chaos. So integrate yourself, bring the masculine, feminine into balance with each other. I would do some crossing overs of energy today. We have masculine, feminine energies in our physical body. So on a 7 energy day, the 7th chakra is the crown chakra. So I would bring your inspiration in, breathe in your spirit, your higher self, fill your body with all of the love of life to create from there, and do crossing over of energies. Blend the masculine and feminine together in different ways. Cross yourself, hold yourself. You can do some tapping, like right arm to left knee sort of thing, but cross over your energies today. Get the masculine and the feminine touching and blending physically today. There's lots of ways to do it. Hold both sides of the body on different points with different hands. And we're crossing everything over beautifully, reminding the body that life comes beautifully when we use all parts of us. So that is about it from me today. Enjoy your day. I hope it is a day of beguiling simplicity, and you can see how beautiful life is when we are just wholly and solely living from ourself, without all the masks, all the complications. Be the queen of clubs. Allow your own counsel over your own court and love it dearly today. Ciao for now. I hope your Friday is awesome.